Hi everyone, welcome to Fresh Minds Education Channel. Today we'll see about storage location determination in SAP SD and how the storage location is determined in the sales process and the delivery process. So the storage location is a subdivision of a plant where the stocks are physically stored and maintained within a plant. Each storage location can have its own address within a plant. It is required to maintain at least one storage location for one plant, and one plant can have multiple number of storage locations. First, we'll see what are the prerequisites required for the storage location determination, and also we'll see about steps in configuration required to set up the storage location determination. So before moving to the prerequisites, we have to understand what are the relation between plant, shipping point, and storage location. So as you know that the shipping point is mandatory for the for shipping the goods. A shipping point is required in SAP, and a shipping point needs to be assigned to a plant. A plant can have several shipping points based on the dispatch activities required for shipping. And storage location, as we see before, storage location is also mandatory, and the storage location is also assigned to the plant. And the plant is assigned to the company code. Okay, so the prerequisites. What are the prerequisites required for the storage location determination? Shipping point, plant, storage condition, and storage location. Okay, these are mandatory prerequisites. Okay, these are required to set up the storage location determination configuration in SAP. So as you know about the shipping point, it's been already set up under the plant in the enterprise structure configuration, and plant also set up in enterprise structure configuration, and storage location is also set up under the enterprise structure configuration under plant. Now we'll see the shipping point. It's directly pulled from this configuration, enterprise structure configuration, according to the plant. When we come to plant, the plant data is determined from the material master sales arg1 tag, and the storage location is determined from material master plant data storage 1 tag. Okay, so the shipping point is determined directly from the configuration, the plant is determined from the material master, and storage condition is also determined from the material master. Okay, and the storage location, okay, the storage location is also determined. It's been set up in the enterprise structure configuration. The data is pulled, okay, according to the plant. But how we know that for this shipping point, this plant, this storage location, for this shipping point, plant, and storage condition, this particular storage location should be determined. How it is being determined is, that is a setup which we are going to see now. The setup is being done in OVL3 T code. So we must make sure before moving to the configuration, we must make sure that these are the prerequisites which are required for the storage location determination. These are the datas. Okay, the datas are required. Okay, once the data is available, then we can set up the storage location determination. Basically the plant data, anyway, like you have to have one material at least to place a sales order. So from where from the material configuration, the plant data and the storage condition data is pulled. And as I said before, the shipping point has been set up in the enterprise, and storage location is also set up in the enterprise structure configuration. Okay, we'll see. There are 3 steps involved in the storage location determination. One is to define the picking rule for picking location determination. There are 3 picking rules basically: Mala, Rita, and Mare. So these are the 3 basic picking rules. And the second setup, see, once you set up the picking rule here, that will reflect in the OVLK. OVLK transaction is for delivery. Okay. So for the delivery LF, the picking rule is defined either Mala or Mare or Rita. So if once you set up the picking rule here in the menu path, that will get reflected in the OVLK transaction. Okay. And second, you have to define the storage condition. Under what storage condition, under what condition you have to store your material. Let's say if let's say if ice cream industry, they store the material, the product in the refrigerator. So likewise, you have to define the storage condition. So that is the second step. And the third step, it's nothing but the assigning the picking location. This is where the configuration you have to do for storage location determination for a particular shipping point, for particular plant, and for particular storage condition. A particular storage location is determined. We'll see. First, we must see. We must book a sales order and then see what is the behavior and how the storage location data is pulled. Okay. So I will go through the transaction for the sales order VA01. Okay, VA01, and just try booking a sales order here and see the behavior of the storage location. Okay, so I'm going for standard. Just using my own customized sales area here. Why? Because we will observe how the sales document and delivery document is reflected before setting up the storage location determination configuration. And after setting up the storage location determination configuration, we'll see what is the behavior and how the the sales document and delivery document, the storage location data is coming up. So take the customer, which is customized one, which I have created my own customer. So it's a bit slow today, the demo server. So I entered the material now, and let's see the data in the shipping tab. So if you see, you have the plant data and shipping point data and storage location. Here in the sales document, the storage location will not be determined automatically. If you wanted to determine the storage location automatically, then you have to go through, you have to done through user exit. Okay. So, but in the delivery document, the storage location the storage location is determined automatically. Okay, whatever we set up this configuration here now in OVL3, that reflects in the delivery document, not in the sales document. You have to make sure that if you wanted to determine the storage location in the sales document, okay, then you have to accomplish that through, you have to done it through user exit. So I just want to show you the behavior of this storage location in the sales document. Okay, so now I'm just saving the sales document. The document is incomplete. Okay, let's see. Let's save 17609. Okay, 17609. Now I'm going to the delivery and see how this has been. So this is 808012022. My shipping point is JBST. You have to give the shipping point for the delivery. Okay. Okay, let's see. So this is a delivery document. And if you go and see the picking, you won't see the storage location determination. Okay. But after setting up the configuration in the OVL3, the storage location will get determined automatically. Let's see how this is happening. The plant data is also getting determined automatically. So you have to make sure again in sales document, the shipping point will get determined automatically. The storage location will not be determined automatically. If you wanted to do that, then you have to go by user exit. In delivery document, the storage location will get determined automatically. Okay, that comes from OEL3 transaction. And the shipping point, you have to give it manually when creating a delivery document. Okay, so I'm not going to save my data. So now I will just go through the configuration here. Okay. So as I said before, the first is define picking rule for picking location determination. The menu path is I have just given here. You have to go through logistics execution. So go to SPRO, SAP reference IMG, logistics execution, shipping, basic functions, then you have to go to delivery, delivery, and then picking. It's easy one, it's easy setup, not much difficult. Determine picking location. So here is a setup. So define rules for picking location determination. You have to define the rule. Okay. So you have to assign the picking rule to the delivery document. So here I'm taking the standard delivery type LF and just go here. Okay, just you assign the rule here. Okay, either Mala or Mare or Rita. So here this is Mare. Okay, so you can assign Mala also, Rita also, but you have to make sure that, see, if you select Mala, the picking rule, I mean the storage location determination is based on shipping point, delivery plant, and storage condition. Okay, if you select Rita, then the storage location determination is based on delivering plant, situation, and storage condition. Here the menu path for this particular setup is here. You have to go to the logistics execution, shipping, picking, determine picking location, storage location determination with situation. The same menu path. See, I'll just show you. You can come back. So as of now, I have assigned Mare to LF. See, this is the storage location determination with situation. So if you wanted to and if you want to assign Rita, then you have to use this particular configuration. But I am here now using Mare. And for Mala, the location, the determination is based on shipping point, delivering plant, and storage condition. Okay. Mare, in case of Mare, the system chooses rule Mala first. Okay, and if the predetermined storage location cannot be applied, then it switches to the rule Rita. Okay, so either you can use Mala, Rita, or Mare. So here I'm using Mare. Okay, the second setup which I'm showing here in the determination. Okay, the 3 steps configuration determination. First, we define the picking rule, and then define storage condition. So the same menu path, you can assign the storage condition here. I mean, you can create a storage condition. Okay, so these are the standard storage condition. It's already present in the system. Normal condition, storage conditions, refrigerator, warehouse, So I'm not going to create anything. I will take the one existing one. Okay. I will make sure that my material has any one of these storage condition, because the storage condition data for the material, it's pulled from the material master. Okay. Then we come to uh, assign picking location. Now we have to do the picking location determination, the storage location determination setup. This screen, you can directly do the setup through OVL3 transaction. Now I'm going to assign a picking location determination. My shipping point is JBST, my plant is JBP1, my shipping condition is storage condition, storage condition 001, and storage location is JBSL. Press enter. So I will save this. So this is nothing but OVL3. Okay. So as I shown here, there are some prerequisites. This is nothing but the OVL3. Okay. What are required for the OVL3 setup? Shipping point, plant, storage condition, storage location. Okay. Plant data, it comes from the material master, but the hierarchy of the plant data is, first the plant data will be checked in CMIR, and the plant data will be checked in the customer master. Okay. And then the plant data will be checked in the material master. So the hierarchy is like this. So the plant data has been pulled, it checks the CMIR. If not, then it comes to customer master. Then if not, it comes to material master. Now we'll make sure whether my material has the valid storage condition and my material has a plant data. So let's go to MM02. This one I just saved it, but this is a setup. So it's a 3-step process. Now I must make sure that my material has a relevant data. So unless your material has relevant data, the particular setup OVL3 will not work. Okay, because you have to make sure that these data are already present in the system wherever required. So let me go to the MM02. Okay, MM02, and I'm just selecting my material PCB 500. So sales are 1 tab and plant data storage 1. Sales are 1 tab and plant data storage 1. My plant is JBP1. My storage location is JBSL. My sales org is JBSA. My distribution channel is JD. It's taking some time. The system is a bit slow today, the demo system. Okay, so in sales org, you can see here, this delivery plant is defined. Okay, we have data for the delivery plant, and the plant data storage 1. Come here. See the storage condition. I have defined the storage condition as 01. Okay, I took the standard one, which is already defined. From where this is coming? This is coming from this particular setup. Okay, in 3-step process, the second process is defining the storage condition. Okay, the system should have a valid storage condition. So this is a condition from where, I mean, these are the values which are pulling, we are getting from here. So I have selected normal. Okay, already I have defined everything. So you don't need to do anything. Just come back. And now after setting up the configuration for storage location determination in OVL3, now we will go and check the delivery document whether our storage location is determined automatically or not. Now I'm booking the sales order. Okay, my customer, and my material is, it's taking some time. Okay. Okay, so PCB 500, my quantities, ordered quantities 1. Okay, I'm just saving my delivery document. So just save it. So 17611 is my document number. Now go to VL01N and I'm checking my delivery document here. Okay. So now the storage location should get determined. Let's see. So there are 3 steps. Basically, here are the 3 steps, 3 mandatory steps, and also prerequisites. What are the prerequisites required to set up the storage location determination? Okay. Okay. So in delivery document under picking tab, you could see the storage location. So earlier, before configuring the storage location, the storage location field is empty. And now it's been populated. And from where this is pulling? This is pulling from the OVL3 transaction. Okay. So I'm not saving it. So anyway, the storage location determination, the storage location is determined successfully. So I'm not going to save it. So JBSL is our storage location. So I just cancel it. So I will go to OVL3. Okay, this is OVL3, and from where we define the shipping point, right? Shipping point, plant, and storage condition. Shipping point JBSD, plant is JBP1, and storage condition is 0, 1. Okay. So see, so JBSL is the storage for this particular combination. The storage location JBSL should get determined. That is what it's determined here in the delivery document. Okay. So, and you have to make sure, go to OVLK transaction. Okay. And make sure that whether the data, the picking rule data is pulled from the setup where we have done in the menu path. So that's all. That is also, you can see now LF. My standard delivery is LF. Okay. So you can double click and check here, Mari. Okay. So this is what for today, the storage location determination in SAP SD, and we'll see other topics in coming session. If you have any questions, any comments, please leave your comment in the comment box, and we'll see in coming days with more topics. Thank you very much. Thanks for all your support.